Hello everyone and welcome to episode 100 of the Modern Day UFC Save in WMMA 5 here on the channel. 100 episodes, we have made it. As far as it's taken us 2 years, almost 2 years and a half, but I would say pretty much 2 years since we started in January 2020. Just a little bit of time after that, but this show here, the UFC on ABC card here, after the bounce back from our previous pay-per-view where we have crowned a new welterweight champion, the former champ taking some time off. Rory McDonald taking a hiatus, so he's going to be gone for a while. So another champion that had a great run now is out of here. As far as for Michael Venom Page, what's next for him? A matchup that we would love to see. As far as I guess we could talk about the rankings since it's been a hot minute. This is the heavyweight rankings, as far as obviously the interim champ, Curtis Blades, will be taking on John Jones when he's back and ready to go. But as far as go to welterweight, with Michael Page getting the win, Rory McDonald's out. Usman, he is fighting as Vince Luque at this show we're about to do. So that's going to be a huge matchup between 3 and 5. Colby Covington, I believe he's fighting Nate Diaz on the pay-per-view that's happening during the summer. Yeah, in June. That's going to be in California. So that's, he's obviously not going to be fighting for the belt. We got, as far as people on the outside kind of looking in, D-Rod was making a hell of a run until he lost to Robbie Lawler. Honestly, Robbie Lawler is in a really great spot. He's not ranked because I think we talked him out of retirement, so he was taken out of the rankings. I'm assuming that's what happened. I just want to check. Oh. Did he retire again? And I just didn't realize it? That might be the case. That might be the case. Oh no, he doesn't have a contract with us anymore. What the hell happened? Oh, we're already in negotiations. So, yeah, I guess when he retired, his contract expired. Yeah, because XX, they're not going to run any shows. Basically, what happened with that is we were trying to set up the developmental, as far as the Dana White Contender Series. We tried it twice. The first time, it was like, all right, well, we can't do it because we could not. As far as, I tried to have Dana take over, and then it was like, alright, that's not going to happen. Then this one, we finally had Dana do it, but we cannot run shows. I forget what happened with this one. If it was, oh, that's right, you can't own a company that another person in the game, like your second player, your third player, is running as far as in the developmental. So we are kind of just waiting around until we can fix all that. But right now it's been a shit show and a half. We took their money away as much as we can, and they are still somehow in business. We still can't buy them out. Yeah, so that's great. So we're just kind of stuck with that. But yeah, Rory McDonald, I mean, he would, obviously, him being out now and Michael Venom Page now involved, I would say the rankings are in a weird spot because, again, really, it's going to come down to Usman and Luque, but I would say, yeah, I mean, Rory McDonald's was probably third, maybe even fourth, probably fourth, if I had to guess. Now, I mean, when he eventually comes back, he's probably going to have to wait in line. And whoever, wins here will face Michael Venom Page. But I'm not going to, now that we know Robbie Lawler's pretty much got one fight left in him, we're going to try and give him a title fight for his last fight. So, basically, whenever we get him back, he'll probably take on the winner of Michael Venom Page and the winner, of course, Luque and Usman. As far as, the heavyweights, we're just waiting on John Jones to get back to healthy, which he is 5 months away now. So, We still got a ways to go, but definitely will be worth it. Him and Curtis Blades to unify the belts. Juan Adams is sitting in a great spot. Alistair Overeem, he's going to be fighting JDS. That's going to be a great fight. Winner of that fight will probably be the next in line. Maybe after Juan Adams, because Juan Adams just knocked out Francis Ngannou. We might have Juan Adams fight Derek Lewis. That might be a good idea. But, I mean, we'll see. You know, with obviously knocking out Francis, and he has beaten Curtis Blades in the past, but of course he just lost to Curtis Blades for the interim heavyweight title. Obviously a trilogy could be in the cards there, down the line. But yeah, that's probably what we'll do for old Derek Lewis and Juan Adams, have them fight. And honestly, you know, JDS and John is a fun fight just because they are similar in the fact that they have been around the same amount of time. Well, obviously John's been there a lot more, a lot longer, but it still could be an interesting fight to see because I think JDS has the power to obviously kind of dictate a lot of what John Jones is going to want to nullify and be able to, if he gets in close, he throws that fucking uppercut, it's over. I don't think John's going to survive it, but with Overeem, if he wins, I'm not interested in Alistair Overeem and John Jones. Not at this time. Overeem's awesome, but in 2022, Overeem, no. It was like 2012 or 2010, or even in the Pride era, Alistair Overeem, that's a different story. But it's still a fun fight, though. Still a fun fight for JDS and Overeem and Derek Lewis and Juan Adams. We're going to have Stipe fight. I believe he's fighting Justin Willis. Yes, that's happening in California on that same Nate Diaz, Kobe Covington card. Cyril Gomber, waiting for him to kind of figure out who I want him to face as far as on the France card, because that's going to main event that France Fight Night card. That's happening during the summer. Obviously, Aspinall would be awesome, have him and Aspinall fight, but I think that'd be a little bit of a step up for Mike Austin. It might be Favali, honestly. Anthony Johnson's always a fun guy to have. Francis, I mean, that would make a lot of sense. I think Francis, though, is out for a couple of more months. Yeah, 2 months and 2 weeks. So, yeah, he won't be ready by then. So, for light heavyweight, we, of course, will be seeing our champion crowned, Jan Blachowicz, Jair Prochazka. That is coming up in April. So, I mean, we're in the month of that. I believe it is no, it's not the next show after this. I think it's, 2 shows from now. Yeah, believe that's the case. So, that's when the light heavyweight division's really going to start to find their mark and really hit the ground running and be back to its title contending self. Dominic Reyes, though, 14-2, 8-2 in the UFC. He is still at a high level. It's a kind of hodgepodge of guys that are up there in age and are veterans, like Ryan Bader, like Jan Blachowicz. It's crazy. Jair Prochazka's had over 30 fights already. But he's still, I think he's not even 30 yet. He's 27. So that's kind of wild. Anthony Smith is, he's 33, but he's had, obviously, a ton of fights already. But, Alonzo Menfield's on the rise. Jimmy Crite, obviously, on the rise. It's a unique division right now. I wish Khalil Roundtree would get his shit together in the safe, but alas, it is what it is. Israel Adesanya, of course, is the man running the division at middleweight, but boy, oh boy, do we have a man waiting in the wing. He's not even ranked right now, even though he's beating Uriah Hall and Alexa Pereira as far as Poatan. He's, boy, I think Poatan, I'm trying to think what we have him doing next, because I think we, as far as that, we'll click on him to see what he's doing. Because, he's ready to go. See, we were just kind of waiting to see what to do next with him. I mean, I would love to be able to do him and Adesanya, but I think Izzy's already, he's still recovering, but to be able to probably do 276, maybe? Do International Fight Week? As far as, is he even? He's still not even ranked, of course. I mean, it'd be a hell of a jump up, especially having a non-ranked guy, but it's like he's beating Uriah Hall. He's already beaten Izzy twice in kickboxing. Hey, who knows? Who knows? Maybe we need to give him one more guy. Because I feel like this is pretty much similar to what happened when he beat Sean Strickland. Strickland, I didn't feel like he was ranked that high when he beat him, but he must have been. Must have been, but I just didn't feel like he was. Because I don't even think he was in the top 10. I want to say he was like 12th or 15th. Hardly. I mean, that can't be the case though. At the same time, but man, as far as it would be interesting because I really don't know who I would match him up with that's in the top 10 right now. I mean, Gaslam I think would be interesting to have if he beats Gaslam and then goes on to face Izzy, since that's been Izzy's kind of toughest challenge so far, at least up to this point. We also, I mean, Izzy could eventually move up to light heavyweight for the light heavyweight title fight, like do him and Yuri Prohaska or something, so he can chase double belt status, because he is undefeated. The motherfucker is killing it right now. But, yeah, I mean, because I don't think Hermansson's really a good fight for him. Tavares would be interesting, but Tavares is a little bit more well-rounded. I think he would probably give him some problems, but yeah, it's just he's in a weird spot right now, being not ranked still. But, man, he's talented enough to where he can get a win or two. Obviously, we already talked about welterweight, so we don't need to really go through that in depth. Oh, okay, no, I thought we went too far. Super lightweight, of course, Khabib, the new champ. Connor's already ready to go, which is kind of crazy. Really, for Khabib, it's like, well, who do you give him for his first opponent? Do you go with Mansour? A fresh face, a guy that's been pretty impressive. He beat, obviously, Anthony Pettis, which Anthony Pettis is still ranked ahead of him, which is very weird. He would probably be ranked third. Rafael Dos Anjos, of course, he just lost to LaQuay, so he's coming off a loss. I mean, yeah, it just seems like Mansour's kind of the guy to pick. But yeah, right now the division's in a weird spot. It's in a weird. I mean, look at Reese McKee. He should be like a top 5, top 10 guy, since he's beaten Patty, and he won even before that against Jurassic, which I don't think that was a super lightweight fight. I think that was just a lightweight fight. Yeah. I think this is a weird division right now, where again you're starting off with a hodgepodge of guys that are former lightweights, some former welterweights, meeting in the middle. Most of them are vets at this point. Obviously Dos Anjos, Pettis, McGregor, and Khabib are your former champions. Everybody else has either been a journeyman guy or a guy on the rise and making his debut. So it's a weird kind of meet in the middle situation. Yeah, I mean, Daniel Sahaber though is obviously coming off of his win of the tough finale, and we'll see what he can do next. As I believe he's fighting Fernando Padilla, which I didn't even see Fernando on here. So wait, I mean, I guess he's not even ranked, wildly enough. So that's kind of crazy. But yeah, I mean, this is a division that's still trying to find its mark. Obviously, Kevin Lee's been the man to beat. He's just been a wrecking ball. Really, it comes down to him and him and Gregor Gillespie, since Gillespie just beat Barboza, which he's on hiatus, still. So that leaves basically, we are doing Iaquinta and Barboza. We got Ferguson fighting Rick Glenn, of course. Yeah, I was about to say, that's what I thought it was. I want to double check. And Nick Lentz, I believe, is fighting Islam. Oh, he's fighting Gaethje, that's right. It's a fun division, though, obviously, lightweight, and a lot of great 155ers. And it's, Poirier, coming off a loss, a shocking loss. Charles Oliveira he beat Gorham, so that's awesome. We'll see how because we did him and Beneil Dariush, which Dariush won. Obviously, in real life, he did not. But yeah, he knocked him out with a knee back in 2020. Kevin Lee's just running the table right now. He's been the man to beat, obviously, for Topuria, undefeated. Just beating Max Holloway. He's beaten Moicano. I believe he's fighting Ortega coming up, in July. International Fight Week. Zabit is, obviously his undefeated streak came to an end after Miroslav Bečić released in the UFC, the undefeated streak, and then he lost to Moicano, and now he just beat Guan Wang, and obviously he beat Sota Kusev before that. All those fighting the Incredible. That's at 274 John Lineker. That's a very, very fun fight. Volkanovski just came off of a win over Bryce Mitchell, which, funny enough, obviously both guys, as far as they were just on that pay-per-view, just in different fights, but he beat Bryce Mitchell there. We could do him and Zabit. That'd be a good fight for him, because Zabit's so tall and lanky, and he's a little bit more on the short and stout and stocky side. Arnold Allen being 8th still. He just beat Shane Burgos, but he lost to Guan Wang, so it's kind of weird where he's at. Obviously, Michael Johnson just lost as well. He just lost to Max Holloway. Max Holloway beat the shit out of him. Obviously, Yair Rodriguez, he's taking on Frankie here at the ESPN Plus card that's happening. Yusuf Razov is a guy that's on the rise. Sota Kusev, of course, has one loss to Zabit, so it's not like he's doing anything bad. It's crazy. Chan Sung Jung is 15th. Featherweight, again, will always be a great division with how much talent is involved in that division. Of course, Faber, he's fighting come the summer. Him and Dominic Cruz for the bantamweight title. Garbrandt is fighting Brett Johns now that he's back. Sandhagen's fighting Ronnie Lawrence. Ray Borg is fighting Cejudo. That's that fight night that's happening with Bader and Anthony Smith. Yeah, Ricky Simone's on that Washington card. I believe he's fighting Marlon Moraes. Yes, so that's 11 and 10 battling. So that's going to be fun. Obviously, Yadong Song and Umar, Nurmagomedov. It's crazy how Yanni at one point was like a top 5 bantamweight in this, and now he's, he was 6th at one point. Hell, he was 4th when he fought Cejudo. Now he's not even in the top 20. The mighty have fallen. But, man, and, Levi is on the, he had a great showing in his first fight against Yadong Song. He's, Sergio Pettis is obviously going to be tough. Jimmy Rivera's always a tough guy. Bantamweight's tough. Very, very tough. And flyweight, of course, Royval just was the man who did the unthinkable and beat Asmat Kuravov. Alex Perez, Alex Perez is fighting, I think he's fighting Pantoja? Yeah, at that UFC 273 pay-per-view. I believe Biblatov's fighting Figgy. I believe that's, I believe that's the prelim main event, actually, on that pay-per-view, which is pretty wild. Giving a free fight like that for a guy that's outside the top 5 and a guy that's outside the top 10 battling. A lot of guys coming up, though, and making their debuts, and they've been on a good run there. They're in the 20s, like Yuki Ito, CJ Vergara, Hiroshi Manoa. Those guys are doing well. Marcel Ador's been doing well. Zu Alabev has been doing well. Obviously, Kaikar France was doing well, and now he's had to take a year off. And after the year off, he lost to Jair de Silva. We'll see how he does. Does fight back after the year layoff with Jair de Silva. I don't even see Jair here. Did he retire? I just not know it, or is he gone? Did I accidentally lose him as well? Oh, no, there he is. He's 8th. The guy who's right beside him. Blind as a bat. over here. So obviously the women's featherweight division is just Amanda Nunes' division. We just signed Alexis Jefferson as no, that's not it. That's not how you pronounce that at all. Dufresne, as I believe is how you pronounce it. Yeah, Alexis Dufresne. She lost in her first fight in the UFC. Yeah, that was at 180 or 182. It was the first John Jones DC card. Then they let her go. She went back to Bellator, and obviously she's done well in Invicta and Bellator. And it's time to bring her back. I think she's done well for herself. I would say yes, she's probably the second or third most talented featherweight, women's featherweight we have. It's probably between Macy, Leah Letton, and Megan Anderson on who's the second best, but it's so crazy that Zara Vaughn Dos Santos is was 10-6 when she was beating up on Felicia Spencer and won, thinking that her career was going to be gone with a loss and 2 back-to-back losses. Then she went to Bellator, won again, and then she's come back and she's lost 3 of her last 4. Pretty tough, but that's not a bad fight, though. It's not. And the bantamweight, the women's bantamweight, which is pretty low. The reason why that is because basically if you are not doing well for your career and just for the sake of you getting more fights out there as much as you can, we're sending you into Invicta. So that way you could fight and get some momentum. That way you can come in feeling good about yourself. But there are still girls that have a pretty, 3-2, 2-0, 4-1, 6-3, kind of that smaller end of the scale records. But we want these girls to have a lot of fights. Besides, Bea, though, is 3-0 and she's in the top 10. It's mainly just trying to get their reps up and get more fights under them. And which, again, Aspen Ladd is not ranked because she just had that fight at featherweight with Amanda Nunes. That's probably why she's not ranked, if I had to guess. As far as, yeah, if I had to guess. We'll take a look, though. Yeah, she still is at featherweight, so yeah, we'll change that. Because I remembered to look at that. And we'll update it, so that way it's hopefully fixed. Yeah. So there we go. Now we get to see the champ at least. But, yeah, I mean, it's a tough division. Because Aspen Ladd is just on a fucking murderer's row. She cannot be beaten at bantamweight. Of course, she is fighting Amanda Nunes, though, coming up. And this is going to be a tough fight, though, for her. Very, very tough fight. Flyweight women's division. As far as, of course, Macy Barber, she's taking on Blanchfield. That pay-per-view that's happening in Colorado. Macy is the Colorado native, too, so she'll be doing pretty well for herself. So she's coming off of basically a pretty big win over Montana De La Rosa, of course, winning the flyweight title at UFC 263. It's been a while, though, since we've seen her. It's been gone for almost a full year by the time that fight happens, and she'll be back at it again, though. Obviously, Shevchenko's always a title contender. Same thing for Montana De La Rosa. Yanan Wu's been surprising. They're 5th. She's been doing really well. I believe her and Lepsky is fighting. Oh, no. She's fighting Agapova. Which, I mean, she's 7th. So that's still a crazy fight. Conor Watanabe. That's who it is. But that's a great fight, too. And Conor Watanabe is 3-0. In the UFC looking to be 4-0. And I would say out of the 3 women's divisions we have, or 4 women's divisions we have, rather, excuse me, flyweight's probably the strongest right now, just as the amount of talent that's involved, but strawweight does have some dogs in there as well. You got Zhang Wei Li all the way down to 7th, and after losing her title to old Thug Rose in January, it's crazy she dropped that far. She also lost to Claudia Gaudella before that, too, so I guess there's that. She is on a losing streak. But, Miss Yan is 4th. Esparza, of course. She beat Joanna Jędrzejczyk, so she's got a little bit of a run. Do we do the Thug Rose Carla Esparza fight is the question for the title. I mean, they already fought before, and she won with the guillotine in the first minute. I really hope not. Courtney Casey up there for no goddamn reason. It's going to be Jan. It's going to be Jan and Thug Rose. Esparza's probably going to fight either Luana Pinheiro or even Courtney Casey to get Courtney Casey the fuck off of the second place. But, oh no, she's already taken on Pinheiro anyway, so alright, we don't have to worry about that. Claudia Gaudella, of course, she's already beaten Zhang Wei Li. So, and of course, she just lost to Thug Rose to being the champ. I mean, that was a split decision fight. Maybe run it back. But then again, Zhang Wei Li's lost twice. I really want her to get a win back before we get that trilogy fight popping off. Don't want to kind of throw her to the wolves a little bit. Ibus is on the rise. 23rd. Loopy, as far as lefty Loopy. Yeah, as far as she is 5-0, 1-0 in the UFC. She beat Ashley Yoda, which Yoda was 21st when she won. We know what she obviously turns into. She's a fucking savage. Zamanaga, Denise Zamanaga is always a tough fighter. Long Stein is tough. The former Shanae Buys, now Shanae Blismus. As well, Polyana Vienna is always tough. It's a tough division as well. Strawweights got no easy fights as well. No gimme fights there. And our main event, Iaquinta, Edson Barboza. For Iaquinta, the former challenger for the lightweight title, and the guy that beat Mairbek Tasmanov after he beat fucking Islam. So that's still, and he beat Islam too, and he's coming off a win against Islam. Of course, he had beaten Kevin Lee in the past, which is kind of why we angled him to have that fight with Kevin Lee, but Kevin Lee didn't even get it out of the first round. Before he finished him, he trains in the Matt Serra, and obviously a great grappler and wrestler, but fucking Edson Junior Barboza, he was on a run there for a hot minute. He was knocking people out. He knocked out Oliveira in his first fight in the save. He beat Tamir Ismagulov with a body kick, and he beat up Paul Felder pretty bad in the rematch. That fight against Gregor Gillespie, it was grappler versus striker. He still did well for himself, but obviously having that type of experience against a grappler already in his previous bout, I think it's going to help him out a lot in this fight. I think he's going to get the win too. We'll see though. It's Kamaru Usman, Vince Laquay. As Laquay 13-3 in the UFC, Kamaru Usman 13-1. So both guys 13 wins in the UFC. Laquay is the clear favorite though on the betting line. He is training at Black Zillions, which is very, very tough. He's a great submission guy. He can get submissions off his back. He's got a great darts. He's really, really solid. He's got a great guillotine too. You see there, he beat Kobe with it after Kobe shot in for a takedown. Right off the rip. He knocked out Dos Anjos too, who's a very, very tough guy to be put away. I mean, he gets fucking finishes. He only wins the distance with Mike Perry, as far as his wins. The losses, though, that's when he loses, when he goes the distance, when he can't get somebody out of there. But he brings it, and he's a fun guy to have, especially on these cards like this, like ABC, where we're hoping to get a big-time audience. For Kamaru Usman, his first fight back after the Roy McDonald loss, which was so shocking, after being undefeated and putting a beat down on some guys too. Beat up on Kobe, beat up Masvidal. He's been doing his thing, and all of a sudden, just did not go his way though. Ran into an absolute buzzsaw. But now we can bounce back. But he's fighting a very, very tough Vince Laquay. Edmund Shabazian, the Golden Boy, taking on Antonio Carlos Jr. ACJ. 14-5-1, 14-3 for Shabazian. Everybody looking for their first win in this fight. 15-6 on the middleweight rankings here, so outside the top 10 and outside the top 5 for Carlos Jr. It is, though, right at -110 both ways. They have fought once before. They fought that fight night between Ronnie Lawrence and Yanni Yaya, as far as that was in August 2021. I felt like that fight the first time around, it was so close, and it probably should have went the way of Shabazian, if I remember that fight correctly, because, yeah, I mean, that at the same time, Antonio Carlos Jr. did take him down a whole lot, but it looked like at least Shabazian, he had a good round where he dropped him and tried to finish him and just couldn't get it done, but he's very, very tough, very, very tough. Both guys are. And, of course, that fight, I was hoping to see the fight metrics as far as what was the odds in that fight, but It's not going to say it here, so I don't think we'll be able to see it. But 3 straight split decisions, though, for Shabazian is not great. For Antonio Carlos Jr., he's coming off of not only the split win over Shabazian, but he had the split win over Caio Marzellis, which is, again, he's had 3 of them in the save, so these guys just can't get away from split decisions. But he's won 4 of his last 5. Again, albeit 3 of them being a split. He has good fights, though. I mean, this should be a good one. And probably by the looks of it, it's probably going to be another split. For Devin Brown Bear Clark, he's taking on Nasruddinov. Very, very tough is Nasruddinov. 2-1, though, here in the save. He is the favorite in this fight, but his last loss was to Ryan Bader, who is obviously a top 5 light heavyweight. Already getting that fight in is great to see. He is 6 feet tall, and obviously we've seen what he can do at middleweight in real life. He's very, very good. Maybe that will suit him better, but at the same time, he's a clear favorite over Devin Clark, who's also 6 feet tall, but he was a national junior college wrestling champion in 2009. He's a great grappler, but he's only had 1 win here in the save. The Tyson Pedro loss was because he got popped. Oh, no, he did beat him. Never mind, I thought he lost, but no, he beat on the gas fucking Tyson Pedro. So we'll see how he does in this. Oh, no, he did get popped. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, he got popped. So he had to be on the gas to win that one. So we'll see how he does on his first fight, hopefully not on the gas, or his second fight, rather, not on the gas, after he came back from his suspension. But Blagoy Ivanov, god damn it, Blagoy Ivanov and Yair Rozenstruik, though, 34, Blagoy, 35, similar age, obviously a lot of fight experience, though, for both guys, especially for Rozenstruik when you add in all the kickboxing bouts, but Blagoy is 2-4-1, but Blagoy is the favorite in this fight, which is insane. And yeah, he was the one who beat Fedor in Combat Sambo, but here in the safe, he's been the shits. I think Alexei Olenek won, but he was on probably TRT, but at the same time, it's like, look how old that motherfucker is. Lost to Shamil. He got knocked out by Muhammad Usman. Might be his last fight on this contract, though. For us, I mean, we just can't. Okay, he's 35. Sure, he's ranked as a heavyweight, but let him go out somewhere else and fight. But he is the favorite, though, in this fight against Rozenstruik. So we gave him at least a favorable matchup for Rozenstruik. He's fought the likes of Francis Ngannou, Favali. He beat Marcos Ojeda de Lima. He's fought Cyril Gane. He's fought Alexander Romanov as well. He's had finishes, though. He's a guy that has not seen the 3rd round in the save, which is kind of crazy. So that's going to be a fun one to see. We'll see how Big Boy does. Yuki Ito against Chris Martino. My goodness, though. These flyweights are going to bring it. 3-0 in the UFC is Chris. 1-0 is Yuki Ito. Both are at very, very close to the bang line. Minus 110 for Chris. And that's a fun one, though. That might be the best fight on the prelim. But it's a fun fight, though. The Korean Tiger, Jung Young Lee. He is making his debut against Alex Caceres. This is a great debut guy for him. A guy who's going to bring it. He's got the Jet Quan, as far as for Bruce Lee Roy, Alex Caceres. He was on a run there for a hot minute. 4 fights in a row. Beat Jigga, beat Ige, beat Calvin Kattar. He even won the Kimura against Calvin Kattar. So he's beaten a top 15 guy before in Calvin Kattar. But yeah, he's fought, Yair Rodriguez, Uriah Faber, Sergio Pettis, Juan Wang. He even fought Kron Gracie, which is crazy. He lost to Kron. And yeah, that was like that first ever UFC on ESPN card as well. But man, it's crazy to think he was not looking too hot. Then he basically saved his career here. He's a streaky guy. When he's on fire, he's on fire. When he's not, though, it can get ugly. But it should be a fun fight, though, for both these guys. For the Korean Tiger, though, a hell of a featherweight. He's been in Road FC, just beating up on people. He's fought 5 times, won all 5 times, 3 finishes, 2 decision wins. in Asia, as far as I'm assuming, because I think sometimes they run Korea, sometimes they run elsewhere. But yeah, he's been getting wins left and right. He very much from that Chan Sung Jung fucking cloth, and those Korean featherweights and lightweights, these guys bring it. They have that fighting spirit in them that is gonna push them in a great direction, especially I think for Jung Young Lee. For Philip, the Dr. Latu, he's taking on the Warhorse, Khalil Roundtree. Roundtree's a favorite, but my God, has this save been not so kind to him. He's lost 3 in a row. He's been finished in his last 3 fights, two knockouts, 1 Kimura loss to Ryan Bader. It's crazy, he went the distance with Joaquis. He's beaten Mauricio Shogun Rua at least. We've seen 1 finish from him, but yeah. Far cry from where he was in real life. After the Eric Anders win, it was like, this motherfucker's going to be on a run, but then he lost to Kutabale, so it's pretty tough. But for Philip Latu, as far as he has been, oh no, he hasn't been anywhere. I thought we signed him from one of the indies, but I guess not. So yeah, we'll see how he does. As the Denver native making his debut against Khalil Roundtree on the prelim. Jared Psycho Scoggins, though, and Adrian Yanez, this is a very, very fun fight as well. Yanez is a clear favorite, but Jared Scoggins is a tough, tough man. He, of course, beat Cody Durden, 129-28 in that fight. Hasn't had a bad fight yet in the save. Don't think it's going to happen here tonight either, because Yanez is going to bring it. 16-4, he lost to Ricky Simone in his last outing, but that was back in May of 2020, so it's been a while, and that was an excellent fight too. This should be in that kind of same vein. The way they bring it styles-wise should be a fun one in our opening contest in the prelim. Valerie Loreda on Cornelia Connie Future Home, the Swedish fighter who won in her debut for us as a PFL girl, but she beat Diana Torquato, which was not really the greatest fight. She beat her up pretty bad, 30-27 to her. But Valerie Laredo, my God, 2-1 rather. I about said 20-1, but now 2-1 in the UFC. 5-1, of course, just lost to Chelsea Hackett back in December. Really hasn't had a bad fight for us. I mean, the one decent fight in her debut is what it is, but she beat up on Diana Belbita. She beat up on Shanna Dobson as well before that. Kind of crazy. Before that finish, she had not lost a round in the UFC. But that should be an interesting fight for both those girls. Oh, we went too far. Let's say, as far as the 6th time we see Iaquinta main eventing, 5th time for Edson Barboza. Both world-ranked lightweights, top 5 guys, both of them. Barboza has the 5-inch reach advantage as well, but Iaquinta is still the favorite on the betting line. Very, very interesting to see how that's going to play out with Barboza having that reach advantage. Luque's finished 3 of his last 5 opponents. As far as the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamal Usman taking on Vince Luque, the silent assassin. Luque, 7-0 in the Blurcast staff picks. Yeah, as far as, it's crazy, Usman's in the top 10. That's in the middleweights in the world. So yeah, that's all fucked up anyways, but very, very tough fight. A rematch here from In the Save. ACJ gets another crack at Shabazian, as Shabazian, as well as, he gets another crack as well. 3-4, though, on a Blurcrat staff picks. Another close fight. Should be an interesting one there, as Nasruddinov against Devin Clark. We'll see if he can beat the Brown Bear here tonight. These two guys are going to make it into the top 15 of the light heavyweight division. Yair Rozenstruik and Blagoy Ivanov. He's the favorite in this fight. Just insane on the Blurcrat staff picks. I think Yair Rozenstruik's going to beat the fuck out of him, especially with the reach advantage. We'll see, though. I could be wrong. Yuki Ito and Chris Montehino, as far as both men have won 4 of the last 5 fights. One is won by finishing, the other one's won by decisions. Montehino, though, 6-1 on the Blurcrat staff picks. It's going to be a good fight. Another good fight here, though, for Jung Young Lee, as Jung Young Lee in the Korean Tiger himself, taking on Alex Caceres. Very, very fun fight, though. Both have won their last 5. Again, one is won by finishes, one is won by decision. This is Lee's UFC debut on a show like this on ABC, on a prelim in Vegas. It's a big opportunity for him. So, yeah, we are basically siding on the side of caution here with Roundtree. If his contract's up and he loses, that's fine. But if he wins, we might bring him back. But right now, I'm just siding on the side of caution. It sucks, though, to have to do that to him. Where it's like, hey, man, we're dangling the carrot. We're not going to say we're going to renegotiate you right now. But if you win, we'll bring you back. But if you don't, you're fucking out of here. So a man that's fighting for his job tonight in Khalil Roundtree, and Adrian Yanez and Jared Scoggins. It says he hasn't won in 2 years, but at the same time he hasn't fought in a while. So that literally was his last fight, so it's like you have to give him that. Very, very tough guy. Yanez is the big favorite. This is going to be a crazy-ass fight, though. And then for our kicking off the prelim here, about to the opener of the prelim, but I should have said that, as Carnella Holm in Valerie Lareda. Crazy. She has a 9-inch reach advantage. With that type of reach advantage, you can't fucking lose. Insane. But we've seen it happen. We've seen some crazy reach advantages go against people. Oh, Stefan Struve has been on the other end of one or two of those. But yeah, our first fight, our women's fight here. But as far as, we'll see. American Top Team, though, for Valerie Lareda. Obviously, great camp. Frank Triggs, the referee. J-side judges, here we go. They touch gloves, already crunching right hook, though, from Lareda, but Holm gets the takedown. So it's weird seeing a Holm and it's not Holly. But as far as throws out some punches, Holm avoids them. Trying to land some blows here. Tries to lean back to avoid a couple of wild swings. Does it again. Yeah, Holm, again, trying to lean back. Frank Trigg stands the back up, and already Holm's like, we're going right back down. But Valerie stopped it, and also lands a hard low kick, too. A couple of jabs here. There's a nice right hook to the ribs, up to the left jab. She's looking good, even though she's given up quite the reach advantage. There's a right cross that lands hard after the left jab. Another 1-2 here, left hand and a big right. Can't take the initiative again. Comes in with the big right hand, and that's the end of the first. Yeah, Valerie, 10-9 on the scorecard. Obviously, she is just being aggressive. Landing big-time shots and 1-2s her again, but there's a takedown. Oh, brilliant sprawl here. And they stand back up, and there's a right hand from Lareda. And, man, again, Cornelia Holm goes for the takedown, doesn't get it, though. And they even get out of a grapple, too. And she even got hit with a leg kick. Can't get her again. Got her against the cage, though. And again, Lareda gets out of it. And there's a big right hand. Quick flurry of punches from Lareda. 4 of them hitting Holm. Scores the leg kick. Obviously, Cornelia Holm has got to work on her striking. Her strike defense, mainly. If you're going to grapple, you at least got to be able to stop some strikes. But right now, she's been getting leg kicked to death. She's been getting pieced up 1-2 to death. Can't hit the setup strikes, but hits the right cross here. Still limping around. There's a head kick now. Down she goes. Out cold. Head kicks a Holm, but it's not Holly, of course. But, man, still, hell of a win. Great performance from Valerie Lareda. And another big win for her. An American Top Team at 6-1. For Jared Scoggins, taking on Adrian Yanez. Frank Trigg, again, our referee. And we touch gloves to start off. Here we go. They move in. Already a counter jab, or counter attack sequence here. Counters with some jabs and a high kick that missed, though, from Yanez. Yanez is already, again, counter-striking a lot of these strikes from Scoggins. Yep, another counter. Head kick doesn't connect, though, after the jab. Nice jab, but it can't hit the left cross. That's a 1-2 from Yanez. Tries to go for the body shot. Another counter from Yanez. Stinging high right head kick. Rocked him. Still up against the cage. Now he drops him. Damn. Oh, my lord. He is getting fucked up. And, yep, big-time shots here. Yanez gets a huge win. Yeah, you could tell he was a -650 favorite. I had a lot of faith in Scoggins that he was going to be able to bring it and have a great performance. But he definitely was outclassed in that one. I feel real bad. Sometimes you got to let those guys swing for the fences sometime. But the Metro Fight Club, I mean, Adrian Yanez is incredible at 135. He just has been off for a while, but now I think he's going to find his footing and get some big-time fights coming up. And he's going to have some big wins. For Khalil Roundtree, he's taking on Philip Latu. Yeah, Roundtree, the Vegas native. Getting a big ovation already. And Latu with a spinning kick to the body. Roundtree's 3 punches out of a flurry. They meet in the center again. Oh, jab and a glancing high kick. Jab and a right hook. All Roundtree's in trouble. Oh, no, and he gets rocked and dropped as well. Spinning back fist. Down he goes, and that's it. Oh, my Lord. Philip Latou beats up on Khalil Roundtree, and we have to let him go. Unfortunate. 10-8-1. But what a win for Philip Latou, and he looked great. He beat up on old Khalil Roundtree and got the job done. Young Lee and Alex Caceres, our next one. A lot of experience does Alex Caceres have, especially on the UFC stage, but the old Korean Tiger's on the warpath right now, and he's looking to keep it going into the UFC. They both come up and clinch. Lee's the aggressor. He strike to the body, trying to get him against the ropes. He does so. Some dirty boxing now. Sharp right to the ear. Short left uppercut. I'm loving the dirty boxing from Lee. He's uppercutting the shit out of him. He's punching him right on the ear. Now he's got him in a double underhook here. Lord have mercy. They separate him, but he is definitely the better grappler out of this one. Oh, Caceres, though, tries to get a big left hand at the follow-up, but now Lee, again, is able to grapple up with him. So we're seeing how great of a grappler he is. I was hoping to see some Muay Thai from him, but he didn't even need to do that. I mean, he has been getting him in the dirty clinch, so that is Muay Thai, but he's not throwing any knees out of that. It's kind of the big thing I was kind of hoping for. There's a nice little left to the stomach, though. You can't get free. Punch to the body and the side of the stomach. There's a vicious foot stomp. There's a left to the side of the stomach again. Yeah, Alex Caceres is in big trouble. He shoots for the takedown. Probably out of desperation more than anything. And I got sprawled. And now they stand up. And again, Lee's going to be able to get him against the cage. And again, he's going to keep him at bay. And yeah, I mean, Caceres needs to finish. Leg kick, it's not going to do it. They clinch up again. And Lee's got him against the cage. All of his weight's on him. Just complete in total control once they're in the clinch. Yeah, I mean, Caceres is in deep shit. Minute left, or not even a minute left, almost 30 seconds left. And Caceres lands a leg kick, but it's not going to matter. Lee's going to 30-27 him. Oh, 29-28 for Cecil Peoples. So he does not 30-27 him, but he should have. Pretty average performance. I mean, really, just he was so much better grappling-wise, but I wish he would have at least tried to go for a finish. But he was piecing them up a good bit. He landed almost over 100 strikes, so you can't really fault him too much. Yeah, starts off his UFC career with a victory, and already we're at the main event of the prelim. Yuki Ito and Chris Montahino. Alrighty, so we'll see a referee, Chris Lieben, in this one. 10th Planet, though, for Chris Montahino. 10th Planet guy's going to have Eddie Bravo in his corner. Cobra Kai Dojo for Yuki Ito. Here we go, man. Both guys 5'7". Both guys got 13 wins. This is going to be a fun one. Montahino already coming in hot, but he only lands one of them out of a flurry, but doesn't connect with the left hand either. 1-2 for Ito. Oh, it went for the spin kick after a punch out of a flurry lands. Only one punch, but yeah, not a great start for Montahino, but Yuki Ito already 1-2ing him to death. He lands the right hook here. Here's a spin kick, though, from Montahino after a couple of jabs. Oh, just about lands a head kick. Yuki Ito trying to end that one early. 4 quick punches from Montahino off the hand speed, showing off how at 125 these guys are fast, and they are getting after it early. Scores the 2 punches out of a flurry. Doesn't connect the left roundhouse kick to the body, though. 4 punches out of a flurry from Ito land. Only the left hand, though, on the gloves, though, at the end of it, though. That's tough. That could have been a hell of a combo. Already a good combo, but that could have even changed the fight itself without it. If he would have landed it, might have been a fight ender. And, yeah, great round from both guys. Yeah, I mean, they got Montahino up on the scorecard. I felt like Ito landed more. He did not, though. So, yeah, I mean, that's you got to go with Montahino on that one. Ito with the right hand. Quickly throws a punch. Lands it. And then lands a low kick. They meet in the center. They start to strike. Ito lands the right jab. Fails on the leg kick attempt. There's a quick punch can at the left cross, though. 2 commands meet in the center. They start to work with a spin kick here. And this is already a good start. As we see a couple of spin kicks early on from Montahino. 3 out of the 5 quick punches hitting. And we see a leg kick now. There's a right jab. It's off target with a head kick. And another flurry. Glancing blow with a high kick. Both fighters coming together and strike. There's a glancing high kick again after the jab. Boy, these guys are getting after it, though, with these kicks. There's a right jab and a left cross from Ito. Another glancing kick after the jab. Ooh, a gut punch. That's tough. Oh, just nails the quick punch. I thought it was a gut punch, but no, it was just a quick one. And he gets the leg kick checked, though. Lights him up before quick punches this Montahino. And you hear Theodore scraping away at something over there. I'm not sure what his malfunction is. As now he's quickly throwing some quick punches. Misses the roundhouse kick to the body. Oh, there's a quick kick to the lead leg after the two-punch combination. Glancing blow with another high kick. And now we're going to see, hopefully, as he's trying to score with two punches. Glancing blow again with a high kick. 4 quick punches. Lands one of them, though. Then misses the high kick. Another great round. Another round for Montahino. As, yeah, that one, he definitely felt like he landed more shots in that round. And, yeah, I mean, it's all up to Yuki Ito here. He's going to need a finish. And I'm just going to pick him up. Here we go. I'm tired of dealing with him. As, yeah, now we're going to score that one for Montahino. And now he's starting to, limp a little bit, though. Is Montahino with these leg kicks? They're doing their damage. They're doing the thing. And Montahino quickly throwing out 3 punches that land. Out of the 4, it hits a spin kick. Damn, already. Right jab, quick kick to the lead leg. Ito now with a quick punch. Oh, man, 4 quick punches. Then a leg kick. Yuki Ito's finding a second wind a little bit here. Oh, as I say that, here comes Montahino with 4 quick punches. Nice jab and a left hook from Ito. These guys are swinging, landing big-time shots. Jab and a left hook. They engage. Quick kick to the leg, rather. Left kick to the body. Missed the jab. Hits the right jab, rather. Missed the left hand. Scores the 2 punches out of a flurry. Right kick to the rib cage. And that's the end of the fight. A hell of a fight, though. And that definitely lived up to expectations. We might see a split. Yep. Black Shear, 29-28 Ito. 29-28 Montahino for Sal D'Amato. 29-28 for Cecil Peoples for Yuki Ito. A tough one because, again, that was such a close fight. The first round, it felt close, but, Montahino outstruck him. Second round was even closer. But again, Montahino outstruck him, but I think just the leg kicks. I think the limping, definitely the third round, though, was Yuki Ito's. Even though, again, I think he outstruck him. Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, that's just a crazy round. Crazy fight, though. But love to see that again, though. And it's Cobra Kai Dojo. Thanks everyone connected to them. Or with them, rather. And now he's, for helping him prepare for the fight. His fans are supporting financially. But a huge win. Tough break for Montahino. Having his winning streak end here. And our next one, though. Blagoy Ivanov. Taking on Yair Rozenstruik. Old big boy. Looking to get a big-time fight here. But, yeah, Rozenstruik, 6'4", towering over him. Here we go. Quickly, 2 left hands. But a nice 1-2 from Rozenstruik. Trying to go for a takedown as Ivanov, because that's his only way he's going to win, is using a sambo grappling. But Rozenstruik's landing these shots hard. And there's a right on the jaw, and he knocked him out cold. Yeah. Big boy doing big boy things. That is a massive 14th win. Glad he gets a win back, too. He had been on a bit of a skid there, losing-wise. But he's got so much power when he's able to land some big-time shots like that. He can end the fight. Nasruddin Nazardinov taking on Devin Brown Bear Clark. And our next affair, Frank Triggs, the referee. And here we go. Cage side judges again. An opening bell. Tentative left hand from Clark lands. Oh, here comes the big shots here. 3 quick punches, all of them landing. But Clark avoids the big right. Oh, already wrestling up is Nazardinov. And his wrestling might be better. Yeah, it looks like he is having better control so far. And they're going to separate him. Doesn't get the takedown, though. Oh, Darce choke from Devin Clark. That was huge. They scramble. Yeah, but, he's on his back. Pulling guard. So, oh, damn. Devin Clark's going to lay and pray. We don't want to see that. I'm glad Nasruddinov won that round then. That's how he's going to want to win this fight. Blocks a sweep. Now he's got him against the cage, though. Yeah, Nasruddinov, I mean, he is, I mean, it's Sambo versus wrestling, so you know it's going to be a grappling affair. But you were hoping someone would be able, especially someone that's a minus 430 favorite, would be able to do more. There we go. There's a takedown at least. Yeah, trying to catch him with a punch. Off target, though. Couple of rights to the body. Slicing elbows. That happened in another round where not a whole lot's happening. Not a great performance from both guys, especially for Nasruddinov. Actually, probably, especially for, you know, Devin Clark, since he's done nothing. But Nasruddinov, besides that dart stroke attempt, when you're that much of a favorite and you can't really do anything of note for 10 minutes already, it's not a great sign. But he's got one more round left, and there's a crunching right hook, so now he's starting to land a little bit. He goes back into a dominant position, and he's going to go back to put him against the cage. A couple of stomps here, got him against the cage again. And finally, Frank Trigg's going to separate him. Beauty of a straight right there. And they get up close again, and they wrestle up against the cage. He's got him pinned there. A couple of shots to the body and the side of the head. I mean, he just keeps on fucking him up. And now they get out of the grapple. But trying to get back into it, though. Oh, yeah, ends up actually out wrestling him. So now he's in control here, but that's the end of the fight. 30-27 for Nasruddinov in a pretty poor affair, though. Yeah, that wasn't great. Not a great showing from both guys, and yeah, it says a tough fight, but it shouldn't have been. Should not have been, but Edmund Shabazian taking on Antonio Carlos Jr. as our middleweight contest. Both men looking for their 15th win. Both guys at minus 110. No team, though, for Shabazian. As our judges for this one, ringside judges, and round one begins. They already come in with a straight right hand that lands hard. Moving in and out of range, looking for that opening he needs. Missed all the strikes, even a low kick attempt, and now he's going to shoot in on him. Doesn't get him, though, but he's got him against the cage. Another potential, oh, he's got the actual leg trip, never mind. And he's got his back, oh boy. If he gets both looks in, it might be over, but he's fighting it off. He's still preventing it. Looking for it anyways, not getting it. Even though he doesn't have the hooks in, but he's still going to go for it. Might as well. Frank Trigg is, again, a referee in a bit of a dull affair, but the right hand lands from Shabazian, but obviously, Antonio Carlos Jr. I think it's not even close. I don't know why they thought it was pretty close. I mean, Shabazian, he didn't really do a whole lot before the end of the end of the round. He landed a big-time shot, but that was it. Shabazian was going for a rear naked chokes, but I guess he didn't land any strikes, so I guess that is kind of what you're down to. The big time shot at the end of the round, or him trying to finish him. It's kind of crazy, as there was only like 2 or 4 strikes landed in 5 minutes. Missed on the combination there. Oh, he slipped. So he's already on the ground, and he's going to get guard. Oh, it's a quick scramble, though. Yeah, up fast and is up against the cages. A knee strike here just above the hip. Well, Shabazian's trying to smother him a little bit. I cannot believe that worked out for Shabazian, though, that he was able to win out on that scramble. But now he's starting to land. Oh, there's some knee strikes to the thighs. Blocks that one, goes to the ribs and the head. With short punches and a stomp in, they separate him again. Weak tentative jab. Big right hand lands. Oh, and he rocked him. Shabazian might just finish him up here. Oh, nope. Went for the knee. Bad idea. Trying to take the initiative first. Big right hand lands after the jab again. Lands the jab. Leg kicks him too. Great stuff here from Shabazian. And we're going to have another 1-1 scorecard going into the third round. Unreal. At least he rocked him. I mean, if he has a great round here, there's just no way that they're going to have a split. Like, it's got to be his fight. So far, 4 for 4 right there to start it off. Great stuff. He's taking the initiative. He's landing these combinations. There comes a head kick, too, that rocks him as well. Snaps his head back. Oh, my God, a flying knee. Down he goes. Great stuff from Shabazian. We're not going to the scorecards. Great win. Great fucking win. Love that. 15th win for Shabazian on an exclamation point note as well, to beat a guy who beat him with a split decision win. And Tremendous stuff. Our co-main event, though. The Nigerian Nightmare back after losing his welterweight title and losing his first ever fight in the UFC. He's taking on Vince Laquay, though, and that's a tough-ass fight for both men. Ringside judges, and here we go. They're coming in with a body shot. Oh, that's off target. Oh, no, he goes for the body shot. The sharp hook there, off target. Usman gets the takedown, though. Oh, guillotine, though. You cannot shoot in on Vince Laquay. He will sink a guillotine so fucking fast. He did not learn. He thought, oh, I'm a better wrestler than Kobe. I'm not going to get caught in a guillotine when I shoot in for him. Bad idea. Another guillotine win, another fight for Vince Laquay where he takes, like, no damage. Unreal. That man will choke a motherfucker out, though. Yeah, it's a very, very tough guy to put away. And now he's probably going to be fighting Michael Venom Pagers. That's a great fight for him. Since, obviously MVP's a great striker, but he is not the type of grappler that can compete with Vince Laquay. Raging out Iaquinta, taking on Edson Barboza in our main event. Frank Trigg, our referee again. I feel like Frank Trigg refereed all these fucking fights. So they touch gloves already. Coming in, Barboza attacks a left kick to the body. I think Lieben refed one fight. But as far as, of course, this is a 5-round contest, so we'll see what happens here. Already 2-punch combination, a great movement from Barboza. After we're seeing Iaquinta, though, with a great footwork here with a sidestepping thrust kick. That was cool. We figured the man that is a tremendous Muay Thai kickboxer in Edson Barboza that's able to land the big-time shot. Oh, here we go, though, from Iaquinta. Comes in with a vicious right, and he drops him and knocks him out cold. Unreal. The wrestler knocks out the fucking striker in the first round with a counter strike. Unreal. Just a perfect punch. Perfect counter, and Iaquinta gets another win. Man, if it wasn't for that Nasruddin fight, we'd have a pretty good card. We still had a good one, but it could have been even better. Fucking those two just shitting the bed out there. But a great fight, though, in our main event, and a great co-main, too. It's weird to give him a performance bonus, because all he did was guillotine, but he won the goddamn fight off of it. It's hard to kind of... Shabazian, though, great comeback. Lost that first round, comes back in the second. Does a lot of work. Rocks him, doesn't finish him, though, and then he gets him in the third. Great stuff. Rosenstrike. We're not going to give a performance bonus for Rosenstrike. Yuki Ito, though, that was a tough fight. I'm going to give it to both guys, though. I thought they did great. As far as, Jung Young Lee was tremendous. The 2 was great. Obviously, Yanez was great, and so was Laredo. We're giving a lot. We upped the fight bonuses and all the performance bonuses, $125,000, and I feel like that's fair, because we're still going to make $3 million off of that. We might even make it more. We might even make it $150. It's just... just great performances like that. If a fight bonus is worth it for the talent, they're going to put in a great performance, and they should. They should. The guys and girls should be compensated quite well, and I want them to get even more. I want everyone to be making millions. That's the fight model that I'm open for. But, damn, Radio Globe is still unhappy with us. But what a fight, though. Still, what a win. Big, big wins in our main and co-main. And, that's really going to open up the welterweight division for sure. And that's going to open up, maybe potential rematch with Iaquinta, do the trilogy. But I don't want to do that so soon. And at the same time, because, 274, they have their one big fight for the title already with Nunes and Ladd. But you also have 275 is already booked up. Yeah, Mistian's taking on Thug Rose. 276 has Ortega and Taporia, and then everything else after that, pay-per-view wise, is up in the air. Another Brazilian pay-per-view as well, going to be happening later on. We'll be in Mexico for, it's on September, right? I always think it's November, but it's September, for Mexican Independence Day, and we'll probably be, I think we're going to be in Texas in October, yeah. And, of course, we'll end it out in the Garden in December. Big, big fights. Big, big fights on the rise, and then we crown our light heavyweight champion, Aaron Blanchfield and Macy Barber, for the women's flyweight belt. Ronnie Lawrence and Corey Sandhagen fighting on that pay-per-view as well. But our next, at least, fight night, though, we're in Arizona. There's a lot of big-time fights. Nick Lentz and Justin Gaethje Ryan Bader, Anthony Smith, Cejudo, and Ray Borg. This is a pay-per-view quality main card. Having on free TV, so we're really giving the people what they want. Mackenzie Dern's on the card too. I mean, that's a worthy tune-in, just right there. And then also, Shane Young and Josh Emmett's on that card. That's a fun fight. Tracy Cortez is on the prelim, so you could even tune into the prelim and get your fucking time well spent. Time will be worth it. As we will catch you guys though next time for episode 101. Take care, everyone.